Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to 7th Gear Racing. Finishing off our week here at Mexico for Tier 3. This should be a good race. We've got 15 drivers tonight. Not too bad for a Tier 3 grid. So first out on track is Dewey Depri, who's actually making his Tier 3 debut tonight. Has been with us a couple of seasons, but doesn't race too often. But he is available tonight and in the Ferrari. So a couple of good races a few seasons ago when he was racing fairly regularly in Tier 2. So we'll see what he does tonight in Tier 3 company. Last week's winner was Akflasher at China. So he'll be looking to mount a title challenge maybe if he does well tonight as well. Woody Ketchup also making his Tier 3 debut. One of the it was very hard to pick the Tier 2 grid who will drop down to Tier 3. Unfortunately, I decided to pick Woody Ketchup. So we'll see how he does tonight. He has got a bit of pace about him. Tier 2 grid was just full of competitive drivers and they can only pick 20 of them. But we are on board with Dewey Depri now for the first lap of the night. And he's done set one quite nicely there. Through our little chicane and then now into sector 2 where we get onto everybody's favourite sector, the S's now. We're going to see a fair few penalties dished out tonight, you would have thought. This is looking very smooth from Dewey Depri, a little bit slow on the exit there to avoid the invalidation. And for me, this is the trickiest part of the track, the last corner. Try and get that traction down. Won't be too bad for medium and full traction control runners, but that is a solid lap start. Things off 15.9 for Depri. What about Woody Ketchup? He's quite good at qualifying. He's 10th down on Dewey Depri. We lose Stingers on the final corner. Maybe he's running no traction. As I said, it's a very tricky corner. That one, Poe goes in with 17.3. Scotty next is invalidated, and then it is Fresh goes to 17.7. Twisted Dan is next then. Still learning the game. And he does 19.7. Next will be Will. Oh, he's just starting a lap, sorry. Dylan also starting a lap. ACOS on the mediums, which is a good shout because medium to soft strategy around here is very powerful indeed, and he does an 18.6. Probably won't be enough to stay in the top 10, but starting outside the top 10 on the mediums is not bad at all. It's very powerful around here. Dances and Valdez once again. Stay on board with Akflasher, last week's winner. See how he can fare this week. Trying to think who was on pole last week. I think it was Podgy Porter in the Haas tonight. Yes, it was Podgy Porter. And I think his teammate Dylan has spun off on the end of the S's here. You see the yellow flag Yeah, it's very easy to do as well on the exit. There he is, to the other wing. He just had a little spin. Ooh, yeah, actually misses the apex quite a lot there. Just about keeps his time and going over that curb. And let's see what he can do. It's not going to be enough to challenge top spot, but it is a 16.3. Goes into third place. Not a bad first lap. Sure he can improve on it. So Will is going to be the next one. Let's see how he can do these S's. Hopefully Will can finish tonight. To run wide there. Keeps his lap just about. Not sure how. And through the stadium section. It's gonna be a 1:18.8, which puts him ahead of Twisted Dan. He was not coming in. I think he had a couple of spins on his in lap, or now push that. But Paul, here we go. Very, very good performance last night in Tier 2 at Spain. Let's see if he can. Well, he's actually not gonna. Just saw his time at 1:25.7. He's get himself up for another one, but I'm not sure he's actually going to have enough ERS to do another push lap. Not a competitive one anyway. Later on. There's Woody Ketchup now starting a lap. And then it is the Red Bull of Scotty starting a lap as well. So maybe it's gonna be Jude Debris? Yes he is, he's just set a purple first sector, so he's up on his time. Whoa, he misses the double apex there. It's gonna lose him a few times. A few tenths, sorry. Another purple second sector though, so this is looking good. Can he cement that provisional pole? Yes he can, by quite a bit. 15.4 for Debris. Good lap. That's Woody Ketchup somehow keeps his lap as well. Let's see if he can get any closer to Debris. No he's not, because he is on a cool down lap. What about Podgy, last week's pole sitter? That's not Podgy, there he is. He's validated. So is he geared up for another one? No, he's coming in. Dylan about to start a lap also. Right, Akos, he's now on the sauce. See what he can do. That's going to be. Well, he keeps his lap. He's 1.2 seconds up on his time. Let's see what he can do on the softs. It's going to be 1:16.8, so stays P7. Who is next here? It's going to be Poe, is it? No, he's invalidated. Which you probably see a lot tonight. As I said, there's Scotty invalidated as well. On the out lap. So there's nobody on the hot lap right now. So let's. Akos is on a hot lap. Another one. Let's down for this one, and then go back to Ant Flasher, who's just started his lap. So barely up on his time at Acos. Let's see, he's had a good second sector. Not too wide again, but that's going to be an validation that time. So 2 act flashing out. He's got to find at the time he wants to challenge Drew Jeffrey at the top there. This is Apex there, yep, and then as soon as you scuff one corner up through the S's, it misses the rest of the sector up, unfortunately for Flasher. So, who will be next then? Could be Paul? Yeah, let's do this, let's go on board Paul, let's see how he gets on. He's just finishing sector 1. Will be up on his time, beautiful, 1:25.7, so he's 4/10 up in the first sector. Slightly deep there, but that's okay. He is on the wheel, and that's going to be a big advantage tonight going through the S's. 6 seconds up now. So this is looking a decent lap for Paul. Defending a tier 3 champion. Let's see where you can put his McLaren. It is P2 for Paul. A few tenths off Drew Jeffrey still in front, but a solid lap there for Paul. Keeping up his good form from last night. So Drew Jeffrey starting another lap. We're trying to cement this place even further. So just Dylan and Podgy unable to set a lap so far. So we'll just go on board Podgy then. See what you can do. Who's that out of the way? That's Poe off track. Getting out of the way of Podgy Porter. That's better, Podgy. Podgy also on the wheel, I believe, so. This is the Apex slightly, gets a bit on the curb and goes a bit slidey, but it's going to be okay. It's going to be a decent lap actually, a 16.1, just behind Act Flasher. That's a solid lap there from Podgy. Poe starting a lap now. Will one up old Sauce, you want to improve that time because Sauce is not too climb around here, about 10 laps they last, I believe. Drew Jeffrey has backed out his lap, so he's going to go again, which is quite risky. He's going to go for 2 lap old tyres. I should get him out of the way of Scotty, who's actually on an out lap. So it's just Dylan now to use a set time other than Stingers, who we lost early on. Who is that McLaren? That is Will. He's down on his time, so he'll be coming in. Catch him on lap. Let's go on board Poe. Let's see if he's up. He is, but he's invalidated. Time is 3.5 minutes left. Let's see how Drew Jeffrey's getting on. He's up again this time. Only very slightly, but he caught the curb a little bit there. His car's sliding, but he's managed to control it. Keeps his time again. He's up by just under 10. But he has done 2 laps on these tyres, and it's going to be a 1:15.4, so only just improves. But a good lap again from Debris. Yes, we have lost Dylan through the S's, who actually did set a time in the end, 16.9. Currently P10, he would ideally want someone to just pinch that spot off him, so he can go on a medium strategy. And actually, is someone getting in the way? Potentially Will blocking a Red Bull there, as I saw on the mini map. That was on that outlap. And there goes Woody Ketchup. Is he up on his time? He is by half a second, but has been validated. So 2 minutes left. Looks like Jury Jeffrey will not be able to get out in and out in time, so he will not be improving his time any further. Woody Ketchup now starting another lap. Acos is next across the line then. He is half a second up, so it's going to put him up there. If he's had a good last sector, here he comes to the line. P6. Not too bad, just behind Podgy Porter. So can anyone challenge Debris here? Hack Flasher now starting a lap. Also, Will doing 6 laps on these tyres, so he's just getting a bit of practice in, but he's got to be careful now because he's got cars behind him on a hot lap. On board down to see if he is going to be blocking him. Will's not going to be out of the way. Now he gets out of the way, so it's not too bad, I guess. Should have got out of the way a bit earlier there. Didn't think it affected Dan's too much. So Dan's currently P8. Let's see if he can improve. No, he's down on his time. Got time for another one. Kunich finished second last week. He's got something wrong with his foot tonight. I saw in the chat. So probably on the accelerator, like in pain, we just twist it down, spin off there. He's got to be careful. Scotty's behind him. Scotty on an outlap, so it's okay. So it's Act Flasher next across the line. Then he's down his time, and it's going to go for another one potentially. It's just about in time. Got 6 seconds left of the session. Act Flasher did improve his time, so definitely improve again. Is that Kunich? No, that's fresh. She's done for the session. Scotty done it also, and Debris. I don't think Scotty got around in time. And we lose Dan's man at the S there, just where Dylan lost it. We've got Poe behind Kunich here. We'll see what Kunich does. He's the first one to cross. Looks like Poe's going very quick. So Kunich, can he improve on a P12? Can goes into the top 10. Poe goes up to P5. Good lap. Woody Ketchup is next. Done a few laps on these tyres and goes P2. Jumps Paul. Paul's coming to the pit, so good lap there from Woody Ketchup. Acos is next. Podgy Porter has aborted his lap. Acos P7 stays P7. Next is Act Flasher. Did he? That means backed out. So I think that's it, unless Will, 7 lap old Sauce, can pull something out of the bag, but he's validated and on a 2-minute lap. So there we go, Debris on pole for the first time in Sergio. Woody Ketchup is P2, Paul P3, Act Flasher P4, Poe P5, Podgy Porter P6, Acos P7, Scotty P8, Dan's P9, Kunich in P10. Dylan will start on the mediums, Will fresh, twisted down Stingers with no time. It is for grid order for tonight. So Debris showing a clear pace tonight. But Short, Woody, Paul, Akflasher and Poe could have improved their times to be a bit closer. Tell the boys are ready to take hinge already. So 20:51 is gonna be the go time, so 3 minutes. I'm gonna go quickly get a drink, be right back. Right then, so we are just under a minute away to the go time. As I said earlier, the medium strategy, which no one has actually gone for, according to race director at the minute, is king round here. So I'll be very surprised if, well, I'll be very surprised if all 5 of these guys do not go on the mediums. Oh, and Dylan actually looks like he disconnected. Didn't see that happen, so unfortunately he will have to join after the formation lap. Hopefully he can get us in his car quick as possible. This countdown has now begun. And Dylan has disconnected again. Right, so we have to go on. So here we go then. Let's have a look at the strategy. So no one, absolutely no one gone for the mediums, which is very surprising. What's happened here already? Acos and Poe collided already, barely off a start. I'm not sure what happened there. But yeah, that is very surprising. That's confused me. 'Cause the sauce at the end of this race are so powerful. But we'll see. We shall see. Let's try and invite Dylan while the formation that's going on. See if we can get the boy back in. So a very long run into turn 1. So perhaps starting on pole is not the best thing in the world around this track. Dylan is back in, but he will not be able to take control. Because of a long straight, he might be able to get controller's card just before the first corner, which would be ideal. So here we go. And off the weak EM&T tier 3. 5 red lights, and away we go. It's like a good start from the Haas for Podgy Porter. He's already up his position as Woody Ketchup's blasted past Dewey Jeopardy already. Dylan's now about to be back in his car, is he? There's Woody Ketchup, and there's a big dive down the inside from Ack Flasher and takes out Woody Ketchup. He's not going to be very happy about that. Dewey Jeopardy takes the lead once again, all up to P2. Ack Flasher surely got damage to that car. Yes, he has. There's a bit of a dive down the inside. He'll now start losing places. Comes a hazard for everyone else. There's no way through yet for Scotty and Podgy Porter. And it's going to hurt these guys a lot through the S's now as well. Flasher runs wide and now got to be careful. A bit all out of shape. Will up to P6 as what's he doing? He goes off track to overtake, and surely Will's got damage there as well. The game suggests a 2-stop. The 1-stop is definitely possible. Poe trying to go around the outside of Will now. Will brakes very late. Will's off track and cuts the corner. And gets a 3-second time penalty. And somehow Will has not got damage at all from that. Ack Flasher comes in for a pit stop to get rid of that wing. And Woody Ketchup at the back. Unfortunately, probably got wing damage as well. Very unfortunate. I'm sure Ack Flasher will be getting a nice little penalty from the stewards. So Akos on the back of Podgy Porter then. See the time lost. And Will again all over the place. What's he doing? I don't think Will can race anymore, I'm going to be honest with you. So Podgy Porter and Poe going at it. And on the outside goes Poe, good move. What's happened there? What's that? Not sure what it was. Stopped the track. So Kinich up to P6. Past Akos, or is he? Side by side, contact. And Akos coming, what's he doing? Right across the track there. Kinich got damage now. Akos goes for a move down the inside of the final corner. So we now have a race down the long straight. Is Kinich in front. Akos burning a lot of ERS already. He's going to go for the move down inside. I don't think Kinich going to fight it too much. With that aggressive driving we saw a second ago. Stinger's getting involved here, just behind. Move around the outside. And he gets the move done momentarily, but Kinich goes back through, and Fresh might be looking down, getting involved. There's contact there, and his Stinger spun around, his collective Will and also I think there's damage for Dylan, was it, as well. Stingers with no wing now as well. There's contact with Fresh. Dojo 1.6 seconds in the lead. We're trying to close the gap. Scotty is currently in very good places. We're trying to close the gap. Podgy is in the DRS range though. He fought long and straight. There's Kuninch. He has come into the pits at least. Yes, he has. Dylan as well. Got damage from that. Stingers as well. There goes Podgy down the inside. Poe's going to try and stay around the outside. He's got the inside line now. But Podgy will have the DRS again for the second straight. It's quite a long way back this time. Yeah, you can see the penalties are starting to rack up like they do in Mexico. Akos now closing in on this as well. And we're going for a move down the inside of Dans. But Dans will be ahead. As well gets another penalty for corner cutting. Second, it looked like Sting was spun off, but he's okay. So the front two are blasting away from the field, comfortably ahead of Scotty. And again, Podgy, DRS. It's a long way back. He might make a late move though. He goes to defend the inside. Podgy will be ahead for the corner, and is up to P4. And we should have the DRS once again. Poe gets a very good exit though. But with the DRS of Podgy, he should be P4. Akos on the back of this now. He's run out of DRS completely. So through this as we go. This looks like the only battle track at this current stage. Just running a bit wide there. So Poe potentially, Akos thought about going down inside, just about slowed down in time. So show a bit more patience because there's potential overtake here on Poe. Could get overtaken with two cars here, Podgy and Akos. Maybe not so Akos because he's completely out of ERS. Podgy goes past. As all of these guys, ERS lights are flashing now. Akos will have a chance here to get past Poe potentially, but it doesn't quite get the exit. There's a bit of lag going on as well. Fresh is P7. Back here, we have a little battle. Dylan, Stingers, and we're all involved to about P12. Will goes to the inside. Makes a bit of contact. Will is just about through. Goes past Kuninch for P12. Kuninch with no DRS. And actually around the outside goes Stingers, who's on those softs. So he's got a lot more grip around here at this stage, and is past Dylan for P14. So back at the DRS straight on the pit. Is Podgy Porter leading this one, so we should see maybe Akos is quite close this time. She can't line up a double overtake here if see what's actually going on. There's lagging all over the place. Podgy goes deep. Is up to P4 again, and Akos It's past Podgy as well, and Fresh has also joined this battle now. And he goes for the move down the inside. Just about avoids contact with Podgy Porter. Up ahead, Akos looking at Mars Poe. Drew Jeopardy's lead now stays at 2.3 seconds, roughly the same the last lap or so. But they both look comfortable there as Akos goes wide once again. The penalties racking up. It's going to be a key feature at the end of this race. We've got Drew Jeopardy, Paul, Poe, Fresh and Woody Ketchup. No penalties, and also Knight at the back there. Will spun off. Nope, there's a free wide going into a double right-hander. Oh no, that is very bad from Will, and I'm sorry Will, but that is shocking. That's got to be curtains for Will. Brings out the safety car then, so these soft runners can pit now. So this will bring the fuel back together, but Stingers unfortunately has DNF next to his name. It's not what we want to see, is it? Not a very good look. So in come the leaders, and then everybody else behind. It's a free pit stop. Different teams as well, so it won't be double stacking. Actually, say that Dan's man will be double stacking, but he's got some room behind, and he's actually got a new wing to replace as well. Basically, Will took out Stingers on the just before the S's. Looked on purpose, and well, the driving there was a bit erratic anyway. So. Yeah, he's gone. He's not going to be racing again, unfortunately. I've given him a few chances. So everybody on fresh tyres. Dylan has stayed out on his 5-lap-old mediums. Fresh has got to go in for the aggressive strategy early on. So it should all stop again now. You probably could switch out the mediums. I think it is. Can't quite remember now. I was looking at the the strategy earlier might be wrong about being a one stop. Could be just medium, soft. King strategy. I'm trying to think. Well, they all start on the soft side. They probably all have to pit again, I would have thought. Twisted Dan also disconnected from the session, but he's now back. Yeah, I saw it on the stream. I was on board with him, Stings. But yeah, he's causing a bit of carnage, to say the least. Cutting corners and that. Safety car stays out another lap as we wait for Will's AI to catch up, and Kunich also, as Paul has lost it on the straight. How's that? Will he catch up? We're going to legal overtake for something maybe. But Paul somehow has DNF'd here on the straight. Find out what happened. Let's see, he's just warming up his tyres and then lost it. Find out what happened to Paul on the straight there. I don't know. He's warming his tyres up, or someone maybe potential brake checked him. Dan's, what's going on? Podgy Porter? He's off the track now. His car will be in this lap. Podgy Porter's down to 13th place. What's going on? I think someone is. No idea what's going on. Positions are changing all over the place. So anyway, we're going to be back on the way on lap 12 when they come around. Drew Jeffrey in the lead. Still, Fresh is up to P2 now. Acos P3. And Scotty going early on. Very good run. On Acos. Have the inside line. Break into Fresh ahead. And I think Acos has just tapped Fresh there. And it's gone around. So Scotty up to P3. Would he catch up? No, not again, surely not. Acos is retired from the session. On track it looks like as well. Yeah, it's getting a bit messy here. What's going on here? There's wings off in the background, wings flying everywhere. This is not a good race. Is that Dan with no wing? Or Podgy with no wing? One of them, the Hasses. Oh, and Podgy's lost it on the curb, and we lost another one. Down to 11 driver now with VSC. So Knitch with no wing. Dan also with no wing. Well, actually, Knitch is damage. Now Will's left session, I believe. I think Woody Ketcher got tangled up in something. Turn 1. So he's going to come in again. That's got very messy there. Poe gets a driver, he just misses the Delta. He's gone from P4. Now we'll be at the back, almost back on the way then. So Dylan on the back of Akflash's teammate. Got a very nice run. And I think Akflash just lets him through there. Team orders. These guys back on the sauce at the back here. DRS will be enabled this lap. Scotty's got a good run, no DRS just for a minute. But a nice slipstream for Scotty. He's gonna move up to P2 if we get a good camera angle. And he certainly is. P2 now for Scotty, fresh. Still in podium places, all these guys got penalties. Dylan, no penalties so far, up to P5. Poe rejoins the race in P7. Not coming up pit, so I don't know he's still Ghost. If he's AI or not, I'm not 100% sure. Stan once again coming in. Contact with the wall. DRS enabled here for that straight we just after yesterday. So here comes that overtaking opportunity for Fresh on Scotty. Fresh with no straight line speed there. That flash it on 1% ERS. And Poe 10 seconds down the road. Clinch past Will's AI up to P9. It's Duri Jeppy in the lead. Still on these medium tyres, so Scotty may be able to close the gap. Potentially, especially through the S's. We've seen how fast Duri Jeppy is tonight. Be hard to catch, been dominating the race so far. I think Fresh, did he get the DRS? Yes he did. That won't be close enough, but continue to get dragged along. So you can get away from Dan's P4. Dylan still within a good shot on the podium. No penalties, he's just got to keep it that way. We'll keep the penalties a surprise to the end, see what happens. Poe also not in the worst position. I know 10 seconds down the road, but the penalties have been racking up. Just got to keep playing when he catch up. Fortunately down to P8 in the wars. Unfortunate incident. I'd say unfortunate. It's just silly incidents I've seen already tonight. Without seeing the other guy's point of view. So Depri increasing the gap slightly. Fresh. Let's see if he can make a move this lap. 20 laps ago. This is where I struggle just to get a decent lap exit to attack. Again, not going to be close enough. Scotty with more ERS to play with as well. Let's see if Fresh get a good launch here. Gets an okay exit, but it's going to be a late move if he's going to go for it. sensibly backs out that one. There's a chance will come eventually. Dylan Flasher plodding along here, P5 or 6. I slowly closing that gap maybe. Now under 10 seconds. Ketchup just running a little bit wide there, gets a 3 second. Act Flasher also getting another 3 seconds. So really Ketchup going to the end, so it'll be interesting. He's probably he's not going to gain too many places, is he? Maybe P5 once the other guys pit, and here comes Fresh in the pits, gets rid of those softs now. Could potentially go for the undercut on Scotty, who stayed out another lap. Let's see if Scotty will react. Flasher didn't quite get DRS on his teammate. So Fresh will come out P7, 3 seconds behind Poe. So I'll keep an eye on Scotty, see if he reacts and comes in, and then we'll see where Fresh is on track. There's currently no on-track battles. Act Flasher when his teammate Dylan is the only closest one at the minute. So Scotty is going to come in. He's needed a good in lap. Let's check on Fresh, see where he is already at the stadium section, and it's looking good for Fresh. It looks like he might get ahead here. It's going to be close actually. So there's Scotty, and Fresh just didn't quite come up for him, so I didn't really gain or lose anything, still within the DRS range. But this time Scotty, Fresh sorry, won't have DRS for this straight here, so we'll see if Scotty can pull that gap. Looks like remain pretty evenly so around here. Twisted down, was getting lapped here. Oh, and Dylan picks up that penalty, which is going to hurt him a lot, but it's only going to be his first one. So still within a good shot. Poe now 8 seconds behind Act Flasher, closing that gap all the time. So this is the only battle on track right now. Fresh unable to get close enough, and once again, as I'm now looking to see what happens to Paul on the straight. That was a strange one. That was got hit by Acos on the straight. We just see Acos lagging everywhere early on, but still, it's quite bad. Drew Jeffrey dominating tonight. It's would have been interesting. Likes of Woody Ketchup, Paul as well. If they weren't involved in those incidents, it'd be a lot closer. I mean, Woody would challenging for the victory if he wasn't involved in a couple of incidents. Interested to see his strategy if it works out for him. The hearts are terrible around here, to be fair, so gaining a lot of time until Rash has fallen out of that 1 second range. Made a little mistake there. Just as close. Quite missed the detection point, but he has got it, so again he can get dragged along. Just needs a good exit. Just can't seem to get one. As Poe is just ahead. 11 lap on mediums. Here comes Akflasher for his pit stop. Quite an early one. He's well soft, so going to soft, medium. Also, Poe is coming for the same strategy. So can Fresh close the gap again? No, he cannot. Can't quite get that move done once again. And we have a yellow flag. That is Dylan making a big mistake. Looks like just a spin though. Careful now, go through the S's on these hot tyres. But that is probably the end of Dylan's podium chances now. Especially if we get that 3-second time penalty. But we'll see. Dan's man now coming in for his stop. I don't know if Dylan must be going. Well, here he comes into pits now. I'd say he might have stayed out a couple more laps to go for the softs to the end. See what it goes for. Yeah, it's gone for the medium, so 13 laps on these to the end now. It's plug along in P8. We do need a safety car to liven things up, but Dylan rejoins racing P8 behind minutes, so at least we're going to have in some very old softs. I might say we're going to have another little battle, but I don't think it'll be too long until Dylan takes command share. Dripping like a whole pit stop ahead of the rest of the field. All he's done is just drive his car tonight and watch the carnage unfold behind. Fresh still can't, no way past for Fresh on Scotty. Let's see if Dylan can get a good run on Greenwich. As you would expect, those softs are not very good at this stage, and Dylan breeze down the inside. Clean 7. He was ahead of his teammate before a spin. And now catch him again. Woody Ketchup will be going to the end, so he is P5 on track. He's going to close in very quickly by Akflasher and then Dylan. Say that Woody Ketchup has disconnected at the wrong time. Now Akflasher is just gonna, it goes through him. Now we I've seen a few cars lag about tonight. Dylan's looks a bit laggy tonight. I'm not sure if it's the service or what. Too sure. Go once again. Can Fresh get a good exit? No, he can't. Just getting dragged along the stage, but he is in for a very good chance of a podium. Assuming he has less penalties than Dan's behind. Elusive first podium for Fresh can be in his grasp tonight. So will he catch up? AI falling back now. So, very. Oh no, we saw that glitch where will he catch up still racing around on his screen. It says everyone else is left. So really Ketchup's night got even worse now. Involved in a couple of silly incidents, some other people, and now lagged out of the session. Dan's man sets the fastest lap of the race. So 10 laps to go now. We'll probably see Drew Depre go into the soft shortly. Just get even further ahead. Stone's still going along. Going to pick up points if he just finishes. We just saw Poe take Courage there. There's not much going on, but I still missed it. Falling out the DRS zone, is he? Yes, he is. He's done 12 laps on his softs, probably going for another soft in a minute. As Dylan has now caught up to his teammate Akfasher, and down a bit straight. No ERS is quite difficult. Akfasher also completely out, and I think Akfasher again just allows his teammate to overtake. When he catch up, join the session now. Hopefully he can get back in, but unfortunately for him, he's back down in P9. If I was him, I'd probably just whack on a set of softs now, just go for the fastest lap. He's not going to lose any positions. Been a very unfortunate night for him, no luck at all. Dylan picks up another 3 seconds, that's going to hurt him even further. Let's see, I have to wait till we cross the line to get the intervals back. I don't think there's much going on anyway. Maybe just Fresh on the sky again. Dan's man has joined the party. Where does he come from? There we go. See an overtake already on the gearbox on Fresh, who's lost a lot of time. Made a mistake. But now Dan's will move up to P3 to make it a double Red Bull podium. coming in for those soft tyres now. I was just told Woody to go and get a set of softs as well, so it might be a little better form at the end of the race between those two. Durajepi, the leader, now comes in for his softs, and his fastest lap's going to be hard to beat, and his form tonight just a very easy ride. Man's found some pace somewhere. He's closing in on his teammate. Twisted Dan has been lapped by Kunich. Said Dan's still learning the game, very new to it. Dan's man is actually in the DRS range now of his teammate Scotty. See, two Red Bulls battle out for P2. So here we go, and Dan's on the fresher mediums. That's why he's probably so quick at this stage. Can he close the gap on Scotty? And he is, and he might go for the move. We'll see if there's any team orders going on. I think Scotty's going to put up too much of a fight. Some very valuable points for Red Bull in the constructors. So there we go. Woody Ketchup coming in for a set of softs and trying to set the fastest lap. And there we go, Kunich goes in with the fastest lap. Durajepi actually got hardly any ERS unless he's gone for this one. And it is the purple sector. Fast was that coming up for Durajepi? Yes, it is 17.1. How much faster was that compared to? Well, I just ruined the penalty, so right. That's what I'm trying to look for. 17.1. So yeah, just about a second and a bit faster. And Kunich is fastest lap. So we have 5 laps to go. A little bit dark. Rain's on the way though. Scotty trying to keep up with his teammate, but Dan's man got the pace. He had a good performance last night in Tier 2 also. I think it was P6 I want to say. Saying that, Scotty has closed the gap now and is still in the DRS range. And man making a little bit of a mistake there, might open the door for his teammate. Also Scotty a little bit wiggly on the exit, but he's still got a good run. And it's going to be enough, I reckon, to overtake his teammate here. Scotty has lifted off and definitely team orders as the sun comes out again. No risk taken here from the Red Bulls. And there we go, Woody catch up. There's the challenge, and he's accepted it and gone and done it. Poe on the back of Akflasher, the only driver, Dewey Jeffrey and Poe, the only drivers not to get a penalty, as I say this as he's going through the S's. Does it within the limits? So here we go. Might be the last bit of action for the night. Poe on Akflasher for P6. Completely out of OS, and Debris has left the session. He's disconnected, and he's got to get back in before the end of the race if he wants that P1. Well, I don't know what. It's only 3 laps to go. We'll have to see. I'll talk to Pete about that one. I'll invite him to see if he gets back in. So a lot of disconnects tonight, lots of lag. If I can find him on my friends list. Never mind, he's driven back. Oh, here we go. As I said, at the closing stages we'll have a little battle between Woody and Kunich, and Woody has caught up to the back now of Kunich. Got a very good S section there. He might go for the move. Young goes to the inside early and goes for it. His camera angles get terrible every time. It's like a side-side battle. It goes to some crappy camera on the car that no one cares about. Every single time. Anyway, really catch up. Gets past Kunich, but he has the DRS now. Kunich is a wise old dog. He probably did that by purpose. And we'll pass again. A little bit of contact on the straight. We catch up. Going to try and stay down the inside. There's contact. We catch up. Probably just stayed there too long. Put his nose there, which just backed out slightly. In my opinion. They try and hold it. Kunich was ahead. And probably stuck his nose in where it should have been on the exit corner, but at least he got the fastest lap. Anyway, I'll do that again. Wrong one. It still holds the fastest lap. 16.6, that's half a second quicker than Debris, and Woody Ketchup loses it on the S section, and that just sums up Woody Ketchup tonight, doesn't it? It will still pick up a point because Will was not in the session, so we'll finish P10 at the very least, and he's still got that fastest lap, so 2 points he'll be picking up. 3 seconds, that's going to help Poe massively if it wasn't already confirmed. We head into the final lap of this race. It's not been a classic to say the least, but there has been a few moments of decent racing, but unfortunately it's been ruined tonight by a few people. So Joey Jeffrey just cruising home now, unless something dramatic happens through the S section. You never know. We've seen a few last lap drama. Here's 7GR. It's been a very dominant drive from Debris tonight. The fireworks go off. And Debris will come home to win his first race in 7GR. Very dominant victory. Dan's man and Scotty, the two Red Bulls, looks like they're going to collect the remaining podium places unless Fresh has something up the sleeve with the penalties. We'll see. And Fresh grabs his first podium. Finally gets that podium. Dylan comes home P5. Poe will actually come home P5. Dylan P6. At Flash P7. And then Cringe a little bit wide. With his messed up foot. And we'll finish in the pit lane. The only person to finish as well, and down every lap. Fresh driver of the day as well. So there we go then, there's round like 2 done and dusted. Deffrey, Dan's, Fresh, top 3, Scotty, Poe, Dylan, Flasher, Kunich, Twisted Dan will finish P9 and Woody Ketchup will score that point and an extra point for the fastest lap. Unfortunately the rest of these guys have DNF'd. But yeah, not the best of races tonight, so sorry about that. Two drivers really, especially Stingers and Paul. Got up some silly incidents, Woody Ketchup as well. Hopefully next week will be better, because we are at, where are we at for tier 3? We're at Portugal. That's a fun track. Not my favourite. Tier 2 will be at Monza. Should be a cracking race, and tier 1 will be at France, and that's another good one for that one. So thank you for watching anyway, and we shall see you Tuesday hopefully. Thank you. Good night.